from Erin Reed Makes, and today we're talking about summer cards. All of these amazing cards that you are going to see today are from my summer card swap, and they're all with the theme of summer. So let's have some fun. So just to preface this, every single one of the cards that you are going to see is part of my summer card swap. Now, if you are interested in joining in any of my swaps, the link is down below to be a part of it. It is open to everybody worldwide, and there are some videos either further back into this card making playlist, or you can check and just do a search on my Facebook group, which is where everything is run. Basically, you send me the cards, I swap them around, and you get the same number of cards back in multiples of 10. So if you send me 10, you get 10 back, and so forth. So this swap was all about summer, and I know there is just so many cards, over 56 cards. It is mind-blowing, and this is just half of the people that are part of the swap. Now, this swap is still available to join. I believe it closes on the 11th of June, so you still have time to get at least 10 cards. This swap is only 10 or 20 cards in the mail by, I believe it's next Friday. I think that was the date that I had. So if you want to join, there's still time. A link is down below to join our Facebook group where all the information is posted. I have also posted all the information on my website, Erin Reed Makes. Look in the blog post, and its most recent swap information is on there. So hello, Sarah, and hello, Rose. So without further ado, let's jump in and let's take a look at some of the cards that have come in so far. And giving credit to all those amazing card makers that are out there because they are so awesome. So just take a look at this beautiful card. This one is from Sandy, and I just love the texture of this. It is absolutely gorgeous. So pretty. So she has taken a periwinkle, I guess that's the best color to describe. It's like a periwinkle card. And on the inside, she's put a mat here and a little stamp of a seashell. And then on the front, she's taken a panel of white and embossed it. And so it looks like beach waves because you see that embossing on there. It's so pretty. On this side, she has another panel which she has stamped. And this time they are all of the sea urchins in fun different colors, and they've been overlapped. So she made that pattern paper there. She has got a die cut. It looks like a fishing net. It's really, really pretty. And then here we have a little bit of coral that she's inked the edges, and she's got it in a couple of different places on the cards. And sometimes she did a little bit brighter, sometimes a little bit less. Then we have a mat, and she stamped Seize the Day with a beautiful die cut piece that's been matted on that periwinkle and then popped up. So it's a gorgeous, gorgeous card. I love the soft colors of this. It just reminds you of like a beach house, very beachy themed. So very gorgeous. Thank you for the thumbs up. I truly appreciate it. So that is the first card we have. There are lots. You should see my desk. It is full of cards just off camera. We have a lot to go. The second card that we're going to take a look at this gorgeous set of cards. So just to give you an idea, the theme for summer is pretty broad. It was however you want to interpret that. And the group voted on what the theme was going to be. And this is the one that everybody picked. I put a poll up and people could add, parts to the poll. So the next big swap, just as a heads up, is the Christmas swap. So however you want to interpret Christmas, it's winter/Christmas. So Hanukkah and Kwanzaa could all be like winter holidays. It's kind of in there, not Halloween or autumn. It's Christmassy time. So I just call it the Christmas card swap. Probably should come up with a better name. Holiday card swap might be better. But for this one, for summer, it was, beach could be in there, 4th of July, Father's Day, flowers, because lots of flowers are still blooming all the way through the summer, picnic, vacation, however you interpreted that, ocean, poolside, family gatherings, whatever you wanted to do. It all worked. So this card, we've seemed to hit the beach theme pretty heavy here. This is from Laurie Burchell, and she's made some really sweet cards. And she put a little note on the back. It says the sandy beach on this card, because there's a little bit of sand right here, is made with sand from, and I'm gonna butcher this, Gary Lucas. I think that's right. Gary Lucas. A beach, Kinsale, Ireland. So she brought the sand back, which I think is awesome. So that is what is on here. So she's used a little bit of glue to glue that on. It's on a beautiful card that's got the front panel. Nope, the whole card is that color. So just the inside is blank, but it's that kind of rich orangey color. tangerine, whatever you want to call that. And then she's got a whole bunch of die cut pieces. So we have a very beach theme, and she put beach please in the sunglasses. And then the sun itself has got a little reflective foil on there, which I think is super smart. And then we got a beach ball. So it's all paper piecing, and it's just a really sweet card. I love that one. She did another one, and these are probably SVG files or die cut files for some sort of electronic cutter, Silhouette, Cricut, something along those lines. And so she cuts all the pieces out and then she overlays them. And so she did 10 of this card and 10 of the other card, and they are phenomenal. Here we have flamingos. Lots of flamingos showed up this year for the beach theme, which I think is really fun. We have some beautiful, can anybody know the name of this plant? I keep wanting to call it like the monster plant, but it's not. It's a really big frond, and I know there's a name for it, and as soon as I hear it, I'll be like, oh yeah, that's it. But I forget now. So if you know, shout it out in the comments. So a couple of flamingos, and then we've got a circular background to kind of give it a little, kind of a place to hold it, some clouds. And then for some of the elements like the eyes, she put a little bit of glossy accents along with a little high here. And so above, it's on a beachy wave water background, and on the below it's got the orange, and then the circle is kind of like you're looking through. What are the name of these? That's going to drive me nuts. If you guys know, let me know. And then the little high is on a tag, and then a little bit of some yarn in there, and then you open it up and she's just put a little insert in manila. And I did open these up. These ones are just blank on the inside, so super cute. And I love like how the card has got a cut to it. It's not just a square. It's got like a little bit of interest on the outside of the card as well. Super adorable. All right, our next set of cards. This has been a big theme I've noticed, and I think it's awesome because it's a great way to use up some materials like napkins. So I don't know if you guys have seen this technique before. It is fabulous. Annette also sent a little postcard, which I thought this was kind of fun. So this is like she sent me a postcard from Sunshine Skyway Bridge in Florida. So I got a little postcard from her, which I thought was awesome. And so she goes, these are made with the napkin front, and then there's a starfish die cut embellishment and a tiny rhinestone. And so she's done some other elements. So what you do is you peel off the very, very top layer of your napkin. I would probably do this on another sheet of paper, but I think she did this. Yeah, I think she did this to a separate sheet of paper. And you want any size paper you want. But you can always cut it down to size. You put a sticky element, like it could be like the Xyron sticker maker, like the big one, or it could be like Mod Podge. And then you put the napkin on top of that, and it sticks to the paper, and it becomes paper. And then she ran that through an embossing folder, and you can see all the waves kind of going through the embossing folder. She made sure Seize the Day was on there, so that's her title, which is super pretty. And then she's put a little rhinestone right there. And on the inside, she's got a little embellishment right there. So it's a little die-cut seashell right there at the bottom that she probably also did the little nautilus, as you can see. This one's got some embossing on it, so it must have been somewhere in here. She fussy cut it out. And then some of the elements, I think she went in and she like inked that up because they look a little different. So she's kind of embellished on top of what was already there, but it's a beautiful napkin, so why not? So those ones are from Annette. Gorgeous, gorgeous. All right, next we have another beachy one. I think we're like in beach theme here because they're just cute. We have some other non-beachy ones for summer, I guarantee you. These ones are from Sheila Kruger, and she did 10 like this and 10 like this. And I know they're identical, but they're not. So this one, the setup is the same. She's done it on a cardstock where she's actually laid a white right here, and then she's put the wave right there, which is you can see right here. This piece has been die cut. This is probably on an electronic cutter as well. We've got an inlay right here of the shimmery color, which is probably what this background piece is. Sometimes I can kind of tell real fast. Yeah, so you see that shimmery right there? So that's that piece you're seeing cut in there. So that's been inlaid. This has been put here. This is over top. And then this tan one has been placed on top of that. So it's lots of layers to give you the 4 layers right here. And that way you can still see the little shimmery pieces right here of the water up on the beach. So this is your sand. And then she's got a couple of elements, inked the edges of the sun, stamped, or actually that could have been a pen inside of the electronic cutter. Very easily that could have been a pen put in there. So there's a way to put your paper in and it writes it for you, or that could have been a stamp. Not really sure. And so both the sea star and the sun have been popped up, which I think is just really, really pretty. Gorgeous. So much fun stuff. All right. The next card is from Jana Mcmullen, and we have a lot of new people in our swap this year that have not been part of the swap before. So I really want to say a huge welcome to all of the new swappers, and some of the people that have been swapping. We've been doing it together for probably 4 years now. I want to think back how long we've been doing it, 4 or 5 years. and always a Christmas one. That's when I started with. And then I would do a kind of a sprinkling of a couple other throughout the year, which is kind of fun. So, but this round, I want to say we have at least 15 new people this round. And according to the schedule that everybody signed up on, as of today, we have 45 people scheduled for this swap. That's a lot of cards. It's a lot of amazing card makers having some fun. So you get a definite huge variety back, which I think is fabulous. And part of why I do these videos is because if you send in 10 cards, you're only getting 10 different ones back. But I have 45 people doing this swap. And if all 45 only did one card each, you would still, or one design each, you would still only see 10 of them. You wouldn't see all the 45. So this is why I do this video, is a chance to showcase all of the amazing cards that people create. They may or may not have channels or Instagram, but if they have a channel or an Instagram or a Facebook that they wanted to link, the links are down below for those. I think there was like 5 or 6 in this video today. So check them out. Off the top of my head, I can't remember who they are. I'm so sorry, but they're just scroll on down. You can see them. Most of them were for Instagram and for Facebook. I don't think anybody had a YouTube channel they were linking today. But if you could give all of these amazing card makers, I think we're all women this time. I have had some men and I have had some children, but all women, I think, in this round. Your heartfelt thumbs up and hearts and comments, because they've spent a lot of fun time. And some of these are brand new card makers, which I think is amazing. I love new card makers. So off my soapbox for a minute. Just wanted to give a little shout out to all these amazing card makers. Okay, so here we have some 4th of July. We're getting off our beach theme. Here we go. So these ones are from Jana Mcmullen. She is one of our new ladies, part of the swap. And I love she's done the diagonal. So these, I think every single one of these are washi tape. So she lined up the washi tape. It's a great way to use your washi tape. She did it all in the theme of 4th of July, Land of the Free, very summer, 4th of July is the middle of summer. And then she's added some cute stickers. So here we have a little Snoopy sticker. And then here we have Woodstock, that's his name. And of course they have American flags, or they have things. So she's just kind of lined them up and added to all that beautiful washi tape. And so you create a front panel and then you line it up. And then she did a little one on the inside as well. Actually, she just stuck it straight to the front panel. That's pretty cool. I would have done it on another sheet of paper because I wouldn't have trusted myself. So kudos to you, because I would not be brave enough to do that. Next we have, these are so pretty. Look at this. Back to beach. Everybody seemed to go to, I think we all want to go on vacation is the problem. So here we have a couple beautiful background to the card. Look, open it up. Oh, look at that beautiful floral paper right there. This might have been a kit. Regardless, it's still a handmade card. That's only qualification to be part of the swap. You have to hand make it. So beautiful floral paper, inside piece. Look at the corners there, cut out. So gorgeous. On the back side, it looks like just water. It's so pretty. And then we have a black mat, and then we have a beautiful piece. And this is just an element that has already been designed. She's just matted it up, and it's just beach themed. It's a sailboat with some other fun stuff. She's added a little embellishment here, and then Endless Summer. This one's very similar, except instead of a sailboat, we have, it looks like a beach changing house. What are those called? It's not an outhouse. It's like a, I don't know, a towel room, whatever you want to call it. A little fun in the sun in the corner. Super cute. I love those. I love those colors. I love the sea colors. Here's another couple. These ones, again, taking an image that's already existed. This might have been on an existing card where you can cut that piece out. And then she's just added her own embellishments across the bottom. So here she has relax and some arrows to a compass. Here she's done some die cut elements and some little sprinkles off to the side. I love these squares here. I just think they're so pretty. Just when you layer light with dark and add layers, that's my jam. I totally love that. Let's see if she's got, every now and then you see something fun on the inside. See, just like that, a little something fun on the inside. So the card was a little too long. That was cut out. So we have a little extra right here. Very, very pretty. Sorry, my son is deciding that he's got a thing in his mouth that he's trying to make a whistle. And I keep hearing this high pitch, like something. And he's got his headphones on and he can't hear me. But I keep hearing this. And so if you hear this weird sound in the background, it's my son sitting right there who's, don't do that. Because it's whistling. Oh. Children. Oh my goodness. Okay, so another couple from Jana. I don't know however you say your name. So basically you've taken a sheet of paper that is already pretty. I would consider flowers definitely summer, except for poinsettias I would categorize for winter time frame for Christmas. But anything floral I totally take as a summer vibe here, especially like big, what are those ones you always see like people put in their hair and they're like big and they're kind of usually red and they have a stem in the middle. If you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. If not, I'm just totally off my rocker. I'm trying to find it looks kind of like when I don't see an example here, but there's the name for them. And I suck at flower names. I'm the worst. So she's taken a couple of floral pieces. This one she's matted to the back. They're just on some beautiful cardstock. She's in the same mat on the inside. Hibiscus. Thank you so much, Melissa. It's a hibiscus. That's the word. Yes, a hibiscus. Totally summer vibe to me. Because I think tropical, right? She's got a little bit of a separation between her top and her bottom. Another set of colored paper down here. Oh, actually, this is washi tape. So she's got 3 layers of washi tape here and then all lined up. This one, she stamped a little sailboat and put the word paradise. And this one, as she's got a little hello on the inside with some washi tape. So yes, it's a hibiscus. That's the word. I couldn't think of the flower name. There it is, that one. That's the flower I'm thinking of, hibiscus, right? Super summer to me. All right, so here is another amazing idea. And instead of doing washi tape with the strips, now they're strips of paper. I think this is a great way to use up your scraps of paper. And you can tell she had some of the same color paper that was in the previous cards. So now what she has done is she's just made them in strips, put them on diagonals, and it's filled up the background of her card. Great scrap buster card in my mind. A couple of little flowers in the top, and then some little stamps at the bottom just to kind of finish off the card. And in fun, bright colors. And here's another example of some of the paper that she has used. So it's absolutely gorgeous. There's a little strip right there. Great way to use up that extra paper. If you only have a couple of strips of paper, if you've got some ends, this is perfect. Okay. Next, we are moving on to Christina Mathe. Look at these gorgeous cards. Absolutely beautiful. So this time, her idea of summer was road trip, which I think is fun. So she had a whole bunch like this. It's more fun on the inside. Just wait. And she's cut them all to be on the front of craft colored cardstock. So some had the strip in the middle. Some had a couple of strips. I think it all depended on how she cut the 12 by 12 sheet of paper. And this is where the fun is. You open it up and it says, life is an adventure. So you got like a little camper and it says onward. I love that. And so she changed the color of what was on the inside. So she had different colors. So this is a total pop-up card. I believe this was cut with an electronic cutter. Super, super cute. And so it's fun on the front, but the best part is on the inside. And so it's a real fun surprise. I absolutely love that. So that is her first set of cards that she did. She also made a couple that are in the camping theme, which I think is totally summer as well. My kids are getting ready for all their camp outs this year. We've got my boy is going to summer camp in a little while, and then my daughter's going to her first overnight camp, all scout related, Boy Scouts and Girl Scouts. And she's already started packing. She doesn't leave till the end of the month, and she's already like going down her packing list. My boys haven't even started, and they leave before her. Go figure. So camping is totally a summer thing, especially if it's like going on a camping trip or something. I think that's very summer. Not in Texas, though. So my kids usually go outside. But this is another fun pop-up card. So this one, she's got outdoor camping. She's got some fun trees. This looks like it's a little element, like it's a die-cut piece because it's kind of shiny. So she looks like she made her own and then stuck the front pieces on top. And then the trees are also cut out of the back to really give you this really cool, fun theme. And then it's been die-cut along here, a long time no see. So she's got, this is the other onward. So she's combined for the front. She's changed up the back side here. So she must have run out of some of the paper, which is totally fine. You can cut out as much as you want. So, and she did it in as many different colors. And here she's got like mountains in the back. It's adorable. So those are all from Christina Mathe. Fun pop-up cards. Oops, there's so many cards. They're cascading over. All right. This next batch, all of her cards were kind of similar, but kind of different. And so I did them in batches. These are all cards from Amber Slight, and I believe she is another new person as part of our card swap. So welcome, welcome. I love newbies, but I love my veterans. I just love anybody who's part of the swap because I think it's a chance to be creative and share with the community. And it's just so much fun. And I love seeing all your inspiration. I think that's great. So she's done some really cool watercoloring, just random watercoloring, sometimes in cool tones, warm tones, rainbow tones. It doesn't matter. Very, very just kind of sporadic, almost like it's like coral in the background, just kind of hiding in the background. It's very pretty. then a few die cut pieces just kind of elemented, and they're like corals and seaweeds and things like that. And then she's got some larger elements. Like I love this, octopus with the skull on top. That's awesome, with the pirate octopus. Or she's got a lobster here. She's got a treasure chest, and then she's kind of changed up the ahoy there. Adventure is always a good idea. Drink up me hearties, yo ho, yo ho, yo ho. And then a couple of them, she's put some really pretty gems or sequins. So just kind of played with the idea of a very ethereal watercolor underwater scene, which is really pretty. And then there it is, just plain on the inside. She did it straight on the card. She didn't even do that out of it. She just went straight for it. Man, you guys just impress me when you just go straight for it. I always have to do it on a separate card in case I screw it up. So that's just me. Same idea again, but this time instead of, and she did warm and cool tones for this one as well. But this time we have a mermaid tail. So she did quite a few with the mermaid tails, which I think are really pretty. And we're mermaid for each other. Ha ha ha. Really fun. I love the punny ones. I think they're so pretty. And then she did a whole bunch again in the same. And again, these are from Amber, where there's no big major focal point except for the sentiment. So still we've done, cool tones, warm tones, blues and greens, changing up the color scheme of all of them, still adding in all of this fun little die cut pieces, but there's no like mermaid tail or, there's no big die cut element or stamped and colored element. Instead, she just has her sentiment. So I'm done adulting, let's be mermaids. So she let that be the main focal point, sometimes above, sometimes in the middle. And I just think it's lots of fun. It's a great way to kind of play around with the idea of watercolor, because it looks like you're looking into like coral, but these corals that are watercolored are very subtle and just very, like they're in the background way far away. So really pretty. I love that idea. Gorgeous cards. All right, next we have a whole series of cards from Melissa Brown. This is why I need you guys to put your names on the back, so when I do these videos, I know whose is whose. So I'll have to remember that this was Melissa's. I think she just missed one because she did all the rest. Oops. All right, so here is a beautiful set of cards. Dragonflies, definitely summer vibe here. She's got a stamp that is these dots, and she had different colors. Some of the colors, she had a couple that were this color scheme, a couple that were this color scheme, and then she had another one, I think that was like blue and green. So same concept with the card, just changing up the scheme of the colors. So she stamped all the dots and just kind of randomly, they're just kind of all over the place. So it's like dot, 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 and fun colors that all match together. Big stamp in the corner. Sometimes the simplest things mean the most, which totally goes for like watching Dragonflies, but also just the simpleness of the card. It just is a beautiful card, and also receiving a card like that sentiment has so many levels to that. That's like such a meta thing for this. And then we have some beautiful dragonflies that she's got a trailing tail. So she stamped, colored, and then added the glitter. So I'm going to move this back and forth so you guys can really see the shine on those dragonflies. Look how beautiful those are. So she matched the dragonfly colors to go with the colors of the dots. And you can tell she's changed the dragonflies around. They're not all in the same exact pattern, but you could do that as well, which I think is really awesome. And then really simple on the inside. Gorgeous, gorgeous card. Next one, she made some shakers. So whenever I do, I'm just going to caveat this for a minute so we can come back to why that card's a different shape and a different size. Whenever I do the poll for the videos, or not for the videos, when I do the poll for the swaps, I always ask for options. And one option I always give is to do a different sized card. I always ask that we all do the same size card because we don't send envelopes. So therefore, we don't have to worry about the extra shipping of, if we're all doing different sizes, then that causes a problem with adding more weight because you have to have the envelope, because a lot of people love to mail cards to their friends and loved ones. So envelopes are a big deal. So we're going to change the size of the card. That's awesome. We just all have to be in the same boat. So far, everybody has always voted for A2 size cards because they're a little bit smaller and less expensive to mail. And it's kind of the standard card that I've noticed here in the United States for the most part. But, things change. But with that caveat, if you have an A2 size card, that's the envelope that we're using. As long as it fits inside that A2 size envelope, it's totally game. So you could do a smaller card than that. You just can't do one that won't fit in the envelope. So this card that she has done totally fits within that envelope. You sound is with an echo. I sound like an echo. I don't know. I don't think I have an echo. That's no fun. Everything's working. Is it still sounding echoey? Hang on, let's take care of this. Do I still sound echoey? Maybe I was talking too loud. I don't know. Are we echo still? Let me know. Joys of lives, right? How's the sound, everybody? How are we doing? I'm looking over here because I'm looking at comments. Does the sound? I can switch the sound, but then it's going to be really. It sounds like I'm going to be like it's like this mic is coming from here, so it's very personal. Maybe you know what I did? I forgot to do something. I forgot to turn down my tone. There, is that better? I forgot to do that. I'm so sorry. I forgot to turn down my gain on my mic, so it's very loud. It's a little bit tinny. Yeah, I forgot to turn, sorry, I was hunting for something right before, and that's why I was a little bit late, and I couldn't find somebody's package of cards right before I went live. And normally one of the things I do is I turn down the gain on the mic so it's not so loud. And I forgot to do that today because I couldn't find, it was one thing got stuck to the other one, and I wanted to make sure all the cards, so just as a heads up, every single card that has been sent in, because I went to the mailbox this morning, to my P.O. box, every card that came in by this morning is in this video. So, so much better. Okay, I'm so sorry about that, guys. I am so much better about the sound on that, and I highlighted all the cards, I had them all laid out. I'm like, there's this one name that's not there, and it was driving me nuts. And then I found it, and then in that whole process, I forgot to turn down the gain on my mic. So thank you for let me know. This is easy fixable. Like the program is right there. I just have to oops. So thank you for letting me know, because I usually go back and listen and I'm like, oh my God, I forgot. And yeah, the sound is horrible when I forget to turn it down. Thank you for telling me. I appreciate that. And then I get excited and I talk louder and I'm bleh. All the fun stuff. Okay, so let's go back to the fun cards. All right, so she made a card that if you're looking at the size of a normal A2 size card, all she did was just shorten it a little bit on the side, right? Easy, super simple hood. So cut that off. And it still fits in the envelope, so it is totally fine for this swap. You could even do one, and I have done some that are a square, like a 4x4 square. The 4x4 still fits in the thing. So she has made this really, really cute card with a shaker in there. So she's got a little shaker window. So she's cut a circle, and it's all embedded within there. And she's done a really good job because it's not coming out. Sometimes I've had shaker cards sent in, and every now and then the adhesive pulls off. It's not 100% sealed in, and it falls apart. And I got shaker bits everywhere. And I feel really bad because I know how much work it takes to do a shaker card. So we've done it in blue, inside beautiful mermaid colors, little seahorse off to the side there. I love that little seahorse. That is adorable. And then friendship isn't a big thing. It's a million little things. Absolutely. And then inside, beautiful plain card. That is also by Melissa. So she did a few like this. She did some really fun ones. See, this is the flamingo theme coming back. I love it. So I love it. It's a flamingo floaty. So pool time. We are 100% in pool time at my house right now. I have 2 children out there playing around, and I have a video camera watching them. So don't worry, we're all good. So she's squared off the corner right here where she's ink blended with her with a stencil, the waves, but she's matted it so that way it stays within that frame. So you take like sticky tape, or basically like sticky notes, section it off, and then when you peel it off, it stays within that frame. It's a really, really cool technique. And then overlaid the little floaty of the flamingo, add a little bit of a strip to the bottom with sunshine. I love the bright yellow on this, and it says floating by to say hi. And then she's done a mat, and she did blue, yellow, and then she also had a pink mat on the background. But the main part of the card was the same. It was just what matte color she had, which I love the changing of it all. We are about to get a package to my front door. So if it starts getting really loud here in a minute with my dog barking, or is he outside? Oh, dog's outside. Okay, so we're good. We're good. I was all preempted to be like, sorry about the dog, but problem solved. And then she's put a few little sequins kind of all over the place here and there. It's really pretty. And then open it up and it says happy birthday on the inside. So I love how you can take an idea for a summer card, but still turn it in, because there's so many summer birthdays, right? So why not play up the theme of summer for a birthday card? There's a few people that did that, which I think is awesome. Watermelon is totally a summer thing. I have to agree, because that is when we get the best watermelon around here. So here we have a super lime green backed card, and then she has put a white front, and that has been embossed with the swirls. I love that. Does anybody here grow watermelon? Okay, so I'm a big gardener. We have a massive backyard where we have all different kinds of plants, and we have done watermelon in the past, but it takes up a lot of space, and I can never figure out when to pick it. So either pick it too late and the birds have gotten to it, or an animal because it was too late, or I pick it too early and it doesn't taste good yet. I can never figure out the perfect time to pick the watermelon. Maybe you guys got tips. I don't know. But if you're a gardener, I love it. So, but we love watermelon in the summer. It is awesome. So here we have this Happy Summer stamped, fun edge to it. And then she's just taken a pen and border lined it. And then here we have this beautiful watermelon. And this is really, really easy to do. I'm going to have to look. So part of the reason I keep changing cameras, but I got to give the caveats here. Part of the reason why I also do these card swaps is it is an amazing chance to get inspirations from cards. So I get a ton of inspiration from all the cards that you guys send in, little bits and pieces, a technique here, an idea for that there, how it fun folds, you name it. That's the point of these videos, is to give you guys inspiration so you can go back and go, oh, I can make that. I got that idea. That's why all of us card makers make the videos, why we post this stuff on Instagram, is to inspire everybody else. That's why I do it, at least. So this card in particular has inspired me because if you think about a watermelon, it is a quarter of a circle. So you could take a circle cut, and with one circle cut, you could make 4 quarters. And she just did nested circles and then cut them in half and then in quartered. And then she hand drew the little seeds in there. So to make 2 watermelons, you just need 3 circles of descending color of green, white, and red, and you're set. And look how easy that is. It's so pretty. I love that concept. So that has inspired me to look at your circles in a different way, which I have a card. I've done that in a little bit, but it's just a fun way to look at it. So I love that. Awesome. Awesome. All right. So that is also from Melissa. All right. Here is another fun one. Look how pretty. Very sun, very beach, very just cool. This is from Anne Marie, and there's the hibiscus again. See, I'm not imagining it. It's there and there. Actually, it's there more than there, but that's a hibiscus. So here it's like you're looking through a window and you're seeing through and looking at the ocean scene. So here's our card front. She is die cut out from the center of this embossed, and the embossing on the outside is really pretty. It's all different kinds of floral patterns. I don't know if you guys can see that. So she's die cut the inside out to make it look like it's a window. And then in the corners of the windows where she's put her beautiful flowers, it says sun-kissed. And on the inside of that, she's got, so she did the masking idea. So she's masked the bottom to do this. She probably masked the top, did the blue, put another mask down, did the sunset. So we went really heavy right here in the center. You guys can see that in the center with the orange, but she's masked it so it didn't blend the colors. And then went lighter and lighter, so it looks like the sun is either rising or setting. And then stamped over top of that with the palm tree. So it really does look like you're looking out of a window to the ocean at a sunset or sunrise. So I feel like it's a really fun idea. And then she's embellished the outside of it. So and then she's inked the edge of the corners as well. So really smart idea. I love the window idea. I think that's really cool. And what a great way to do ink blending. Super smart. Super smart. All right, that was the only one she did. Okay, here is another one from Maggie B. This is priceless because I made it. I love the stamps that you guys put on the back sides of these. They're so much fun. There are so many fun stamps out there that you guys have. Oh, thank you, Amanda. And I just quick shout out to everybody who's on. Lynn, Michelle. I'm looking off to the side here. So we got Kelly. Oh, Kelly, I showed your card. Did I show your cards yet? I think I showed your cards already. If not, they're coming. So one of our card makers is on for part of the swap. We got Michelle, Amanda, Rena, hello, Lynn, Mandy. I think I said Amanda already. Who else we have on? Melissa, Rose, Sarah. Welcome, welcome, welcome to everybody who's on. And anybody who hasn't left a comment, welcome as well. You don't have to leave comments. It's all good. But I appreciate them. All right, so look at this fun one. Again, we're back into the palm trees and summer. Super cute. So on the inside, ooh, this is like the fun fold. Really cool. Not yet. Okay, well, it's coming, Kelly. It's coming. Okay. So here we have a really pretty mint green color, little seesaw embellishments. This is, this is layered. This is all die cut pieces. And it looks like it's got 3 different layers on there. Really pretty. So it's just light gray and dark gray layered together. Just getting into card making. So this is a great video for inspiration. I love it. New card makers. Woo-hoo. White card base. Now what she's done is she's taken the entire cards. This is your normal size card, right? She's taken this panel, flipped it back just for a little extra interest, and then added a border to this, which then folds in on itself. So it looks like it's been half cut. So it's a fun change to the card. Not super hard to make, just a little interest. The front panel here, which is her palm tree on this really cool metallic paper, the little waves on the front here, and then the palm tree on top, all paper piecing, fits right over top of the square or the rectangle that's behind it. And then we have a fun pattern paper. Oops, didn't mean to. Fun pattern paper here that also is a little bit metallic-y. So those are her really cool cards. She'd made 10 of these. They're just so much fun. And then the metallic part is matted on like this kind of orangey, peachy colored paper, which is really fun. So gorgeous. So that is from Maggie. All right. Now we're getting into some lemonade. Lemonade is totally summer vibe. This is from Debbie. I'm just grabbing randomly. I don't have really an order here. So here we have opens up this way. I also love how you guys just like change up how to open them. Why not? Why not? We have a dotted paper, and then we have this beautiful plaid, but it's like a very pastel pad. It's really fun. And then it's matted on the blue with a blue banner along here. And it looks like it's like it looks like the cup is sitting on a placemat and like that's the wallpaper behind it. Like you're at a table, right? And then she's got vellum. This is a really fun way to do vellum, and it's really smart. So the vellum is the cup, right? A little lemon wedge off the side, the straw coming off the top. We have a smaller version of the cup cut in yellow. And then where she stuck it down, this is the smart part. Can you guys see that? Where she stuck it down, the two places where she's glued it so it looks like ice cubes. So it's because vellum is hard to stick down without showing how you stuck it. Now, she probably put a little glue underneath this corner as well. That's why the lemon's there. But everywhere else, it is like, I think she might have done something here, but it's really smart. And all she did was took a little bit of some white with the glue around it, and it looks like ice cubes. That is so most stinking smart. And I love the color vibe of the whole thing. Brilliant. Brilliant, I say. And so that is from Debbie. Okay. Randomly, we have a card from Josie. So here we're getting into the watermelon vibe. Super cute. Now, what I don't know for sure is if this was a image that was already like cut from something else, or if this was a stamp. I know she did the glitter, but what I don't know is the rest of it. Like she might have doodled the rest. She might have handwritten the whole thing and hand done the whole thing. I'm not sure, but really it's super cute. And so it's the season change and the change. Okay, the seasons change and you change, but the Lord abides evermore the same. The streams of love are deep and as broad as ever. Charles Spurgeon. Cool. I love that saying. So here we have a watermelon with a few little watermelons, a little bit of some doodling off the side there. I love doodles. They're fun. And then some little glitteriness on our watermelon there. And that's all matted on a green. And then there's our card. So that is from Josie. She's new to our card swap as well. She also made a couple of Americana ones. So again, 4th of July fits within the summer vibe. So here we have a big star and then a sticker that says proud to be an American. A couple of stickers matted on some like star paper, kept with a very red, white, and blue theme. This one we have a die cut. Actually, it's the whole paper. This is just a sheet of paper that she got from something. She cut the corners off and then added the stars, matted it to white to craft, and then to the blue background. So why recreate the wheel when it's already there? Just smart. And then the inside it says celebrate. Let's see if this has something in here. Oh, no, but we got a pretty background in there. And oh, that one. And these are also from Josie. Very, very pretty. Oh, and it's music paper. I wonder if the music is something fun, like, you know, Star Spangled Banner or something. There, it goes like that. It's been a while since I read. Nope. Goes like this. I'm used well. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, because I can see the words. I can't even tell if it's treble or bass clef. That's bad. Could just be totally fake music. Probably not. That might be. All right. Here we have ones from Robin Jordan. Look at that. Life's a Beach. This is a wonderful way to use your large stamp cards. So your large stamps that you have, and you're like, it's a really cute stamp, but I'm not really sure how to use it. This is a super smart way to do that. So all she has done is she's recreated the idea of the sand, the water, and the sky, like at sunset, and then put the stamp in the middle, and it looks like the little girl is laying on the sand, and then overlooking the beach, and it's all ink blending. That's it. It's all ink blending. So you blend in the dark brown, we move into some grays and blues, then we move into some oranges and then into some yellows. And it does look like it's the gradient from sand to sea to sky at sunset or sunrise. Quickie stamp of Life's a Beach. She put some nail polish on the little girl, which I think is super cute. She did put a little bit of something on the girl's hat, but it's in white, so it's just really subtle. It's just a little wink of Stella or something, and just kept it plain, because otherwise you would really lose the entire just softness of the card, and then stamped Life's a Beach. I love that. I love that concept. And then matted it on a blue, and then a little insert card right there. Super easy. And that is from Robin Jordan. She made another one, and this is another one that's an example of, as long as it fits into an A2 size envelope, it is totally, totally cool. So this is another change on the card. All this is, it's just a circle. So here's your circle, and then you have a rectangle, and then you fold the circle in half. And if you're looking at the size of a card, it fits. So her circle in diameter, which is all the way across here, is 4 1/4. Super easy. And I don't know if she like cut this on like a die cut machine or something to make sure it's exactly the right size, but that's the width. If you went a little bit less, it would be fine too. You just can't go over because then it won't fit in the envelope. So super cute cards here. This time she's done a rectangle, again, done the ink blending, but kind of like in a rainbow color, but still kind of brown at the bottom. So still keeping with the idea of the ocean going up to the sky. This one, because I feel like there's more purple, it's more like at sunset. That could be wrong. This time we have beach chair, and it's sending you sunshine. And then she's glued just the bottom section to it when then she's into the circle, and then it had some flowers. So she did all the flowers first and then stuck that on top. But I love the idea of the shape of that card. It's just cool. I don't know. It's just, and then you can kind of sit it like this. So it rocks. So it's like a rocking chair. Isn't that fun? Just think I could sit there and do that all day. That's just, I get entertained really easily. And that is also by Robin Jordan. So much fun. So much fun. Never ends. All right, another couple of fun cards. Look at those. I love the sunglasses. Such a great idea to do the sunglasses. This one is from, oh, got to read this. Handmade by Wiener Honeymooners Designs. She has, oh, this is one of the ones that has a link to, I believe, her Instagram account. So if you're interested in any of the cards, I'm not sure if she just posts her ideas or she's got products or something, but she did post her Instagram account, so that's down below. And I just think it's a really fun card, really cool card. So she's got a white cardstock base, and then she's got one sheet of paper here, and the bottom side, you can see where it's been on a diagonal. You can see a little bit of where she stopped because there's a definite cut off between where the embossing is and not. And it's that wave embossing. She then went through and inked it, so you could really see all those beautiful waves on there. And then the top side, she probably masked it by putting a mask sticky. She's ink blended the yellow on the top. So you really can see the difference between the waves and the sky. And then the sunglasses are right at that Crocs point, or that diagonal point, and inside the sunglasses, and I'm sure this is all stamped, and then she just colored it in, but you got the palm trees, so it looks like you're looking at a beach scene through the sunglasses, or the reflection of, which is really cute. And then it says relax and enjoy. So just a fun card. Fun, fun, fun. And then she went even more fun for nighttime. So this is like day vibe. This is sundowner time. So once the day is over and all the hard work is done, you can enjoy your drink. So she's got a little fun kind of wobbly circles cut out in each section of the front panel. So this is just a white panel, and it's got a little stitched edging all the way across. So that has been done first. And then inside 6 times, well, probably not that one, but nope, she did it there too. So 6 times. This is probably a die that comes like this already, where the insides are cut out. And then you could put whatever you want in any of those circles. So you could put little creatures, you could have all kinds of fun stuff. She chose to do lots of fun drinks. So we've got some margaritas, and we probably got, I don't know, all kinds of fun drinks in here. She just had fun with the colors because there's a plethora of colors that go with mixed drinks, which I think is fun. But they're all different kinds of shapes of cups. One's repeated, but even though she repeated it, like for this one and this one, she changed up the color of what's in there, which I think is totally cool. Okay, I'm trying to guess all the drinks now. So I get margarita. Some sort of like daiquiri, I'm guessing. I don't know. What do you got? Maybe Mai Tai? I don't know. It's got like a minty thing on there. So I'm trying to figure out what that is. It's not a mint julep. That would be green in there. What do they call it? The mojito? But that's the wrong color inside of that. I don't know. And this one, it could also not be like, there could just be fun colored slushies if we want to go that way. And then to change the really big change, we have a Just Chill on black, and then it's been stamped in white. Sorry if you hear, and this has been heat embossed. Sorry if you hear the dog barking. He's outside with the girls. Now he wants in. He cannot make up his mind to save his life. He is such an undecided dog. All right, here we have Handmade with Love by Ella Design Company. I think this is something that's new with us. So look at this fun one. This is another one that is one of those napkin cards. So you have the Long Island iced tea. That's probably what that is. I bet that's a Long Island. Yeah, duh. Because it's just, you think iced tea, but man, there's like no tea in there. It is all straight vodka or alcohol of all different kinds. I had one once and I was out cold. I was toast. Once I had that, I was done for the day. Oh my goodness. Oh, this is you, Kelly. Oh, awesome. Oh, I love it. Ella Design Company. Very cool. So I didn't recognize it at first. That's awesome. All right. So tell me, is this since you're on here, is this a napkin card like I'm thinking? Since Kelly is here, I'll let her answer that. I think it's a napkin card, which is where you take the napkin, you glue it down, and it's really pretty. And then she's added the gorgeous like rope to the top, a little bit of some washi tape at the bottom. And I just love that sentiment that once upon a starfish. It's really pretty. Oh, you think it's disgusting? Audrey says Long Island iced teas are awful. I think it depends on the person. Depends on what kind of liquor you like. And then that is her card. Very pretty. Oh, it's Dollar Tree special. Sweet. Yes, so this is a napkin card, and this came from Dollar Tree. You never know. I have also heard of people doing napkin swaps, because when you go buy a pack of napkins, they're either in 10 or maybe 12 or 20 or 24. I don't buy napkins that often, but there's a lot in a package. And unless you did like mass production cards, you would never use all of it, or you would have lots of napkins left over if you're just buying it for one card or even two cards. You might just kind of get done after that. So I've heard of people doing napkin swaps. So you get 10 people together. If you have a pack of 10 or 12, you keep one of your own, you swap the other ones around, and then everybody has a different napkin to play with. And then you can do different kinds of cards. The technique is the same, but the front is different. And there's so many amazing and beautiful napkins out there. My mother is a huge napkin collector. She has one for probably every season and every theme. And she's gotten she's probably at the point where she has just random ones. She's also, I think she still has my christening and my first birthday napkins. She collects everything. It's great. It's really cool though. I mean, but yeah, she's the one who comes home and she's like, I found these cool napkins. And I'm like, great. And I always felt bad because the napkins are so gorgeous and you're just wiping and then throwing them away, right? Like it's used to clean your hands and your mouth and, keep yourself not from looking gross while you're eating, but they're so gorgeous. So I love that people are taking them and turning into something else, like putting them on their cards so you can keep that design. Because, somebody made that design and made it, spent a lot of hours making it just right. So I love the look of it all when it's done. Very pretty. All right. Here we have, this was just different. I think this is another napkin. Oh, I meant to put these together. So this is another beautiful napkin card. Look at the popsicles, and then she put a little happy birthday on there, and then she inked the edges. So this is just another example of an awesome napkin card. So, so pretty. It's gorgeous. Such a cool napkins. And correct me if I'm wrong, but Kelly, did you print these out? Yes, I wanted to put these together. Are these all digital images? Since she's on, I will ask her. So did you design these in a program or did you, I'm curious because the swash right here is the same. So I'm curious if you did them in a program. This they're totally digital cards. She did not stamp these. She did layer them with pops and add embellishments and ink them. But the actual design itself, it's like she did it digitally. This is just my thought. Correct me if I'm wrong. Yes, digital prints. So did you create the digital print or did they come like that? Because I know there's ways where you can go into different programs where you this is the size, and then you can put in an image here, and then you keep the shape of this, but you can embed different images just like you have done to make it really cool in the background. So you made them in Silhouette Studio. See, that's awesome. I love that. So this is a version of that. And so thinking of you, thank you, happy birthday. But the background image I think has changed. And I think they're really cool because they're all different ways of looking at summer, like flowers, cherry blossoms, sunset at the beach, just all kinds of fun. So digital cards are a fun way to go. They're really, really cool. I love them. And then this is just another example of one of the digital images that she did. There was a whole bunch. It was like the rolled paper away. And then the images on the inside were all different. So like where you'd want to go, but it's still a happy birthday or like adventure awaits. And then she matted them with different colors, ink blended, and then added some embellishments here and there. So they're really cool. So there's a lot of different programs. Looks like Silhouette offers one. There's one called Canva that you can do the same idea. And all you need is just to be able to print it out on a home printer, or you can even send the file to like Kinko's doesn't exist, but like Office Depot or any place that you can send a file or take a file, and then they will print it out for you. And then you just cut up the right size. So instead of having to worry about all the other stamps and stuff, you can do all the work digitally and then inlay on top of it, which is just really fun. So that's a prime example of how to do digital cards, but still mesh it with handmade cards. It's like a blend. It's a hybrid. Cool. So it was really fun when I saw those. All right. Here is I'm going to do these ones first so I can show you what she has done. This is all from the same person. Oops. And I put her name on one of them. Here it is. Deb Tilton. She forgot to put her name. Please put your names on the backs of your cards. Please, please. For two reasons. This is why I ask for names. Number one is I'm doing the video. I know whose cards they are because I flip it over because I cannot remember every card that comes through times how many card swaps. And, you know, we're doing over 50 cards and I don't know what package they got brought out of. I don't have a good enough memory for that. Two, you put the time and effort to making your card. It is your piece of artwork. It is your creation. It is your passion that you put into making that. Put your name on it. It is yours. It is like you wouldn't have a masterpiece painting and not have the painter put his signature or sign it at the bottom of the painting. They all have put their brand on it in some way, shape, or form. Usually they do a little sign thing at the bottom corner. Do the same. Put it on the back as a stamp, as a name. You can handwrite it however you want to, but please give yourself credit for all of your hard work. You have done such a hard job of making these cards. I hate to not have you get credit for it because that's your work. So please sign, even if it's just cards you make and then you mail out, please put your name on the back. It is 100% you. Give yourself credit for all that hard work. Okay, soapbox rant done. All right. You have a wood stamp with your name on it. Woo woo. I love it. I can tell you what mine is. I haven't, when I get to my cards, because I haven't done my name on the back, but I know which ones are mine. I made them crying out loud. All right. I love this card because it shows two ways of using the same stamp, but in two different ways. So the first way, you stamp in black, and then you can ink around the edge. So doing a standard black stamp, right? And then ink blending, however you like that. And I love just how she went kind of around it. Looks like it's floating in the sky, right? Here, she is heat embossed in white. So therefore it acts as a resist, and then did all the embossing. And I know my screen probably washes it out a little bit, but in person, it's very obvious. And it's very subtle. This is what I would call more of, if you're looking for more ethereal looking, I love the white. If you're wanting more of a crisp look, that's the word I'm looking for, you go with the black. But they're both beautiful. No wrong way about that. You need to get a stamp made with your name on it. Any suggestions on where you can get that done? Ooh, okay. So there's a few different places. And if you have one stamp that you've done and have had made, good question. If you've had a stamp made by somebody that you would love to stamp the back of your stamps, I'm going to show you mine when I get to my cards. We'll do those next. But there's a lot of companies that you can ask. Some of them are re-inkers. So you can get one. It's a self-inking. That's mine. Some of them are little wooden stamps. Just do a Google search, handmade stamp. It's a lot of companies, and this is a way around it. You could do it. You know how they have like the self-addressed rubber stamps? So companies have had rubber stamps with their whole address and their logo and stuff on there. You could do the exact same thing, but don't put your address on there. But instead, just say handmade by whoever, or if you've got a name of your company, and sometimes you could put little images on there and they'll make it for you. And it's usually fairly inexpensive versus, like that's probably the best way to do that is go through one of those mailing companies. Vistaprint has some, or just look up mailing address stamps, and there's self re-inkers and stuff like that. So there's lots of versions out there. There's some really cute ones. So Sorry, Wendy just said something. Sorry, not following the train of thought on that question. Okay, so this one was done by Deb Tilley. There we go, Deb Tilton. And then this is another way just to do a very simple card. She has done a beautiful stamp, and then just to keep it simple, it's just somebody reading a cozy book. It looks like they're on kind of a, I don't know, like a dock or something. And then she's just lightly colored it in. Just kept it very, very simple. Super, super simple. So that's another one by Deb. Okay, so let me show you the one that I have. I have not stamped mine. I was actually gifted this a while back. I went to an event and it was awesome. You didn't put your name on yours because somebody wants to, so it does, no, but still put your name on it. So again, this is 100% my soapbox. Even if somebody else sends that card to somebody, you made it. You need to put your little mark on there. They can totally send the card. And if they're part of the card swap, that is an agreed upon situation. But you made that card. You need to give yourself credit for that. They didn't make it. Otherwise, they could get credit for it. And that's not what we're going for, you know? So you need to give yourself credit for all the hard work that you did. And if you're part of the swap in general, that means that you agree upon the fact that you're going to be getting other people's cards back. So you might be sending other people's creations out into the world as well. To me, that's just spreading the art and crafting love across everybody, you know, and other people are giving wonderful credit for all the hard work they've done. And you should get credit to yourself too. So that's why I say, please put your name on everything. Plus, for in-house purposes, I then know whose is whose as I'm swapping. And then also when I'm swapping all the cards for the videos, I know whose is whose. And then also as I'm swapping all the cards around, I then don't give yours back by accident because I don't remember whose does not have a name on it. But if I'm looking at the package for the envelope for return, I flip all the cards over, check to make sure no name on the back matches the name of the package, and I'm good to go. So, but 1000%, the main reason is to give you credit for all your hard work because it's you. You made it, not somebody else. You. Your hard work. Okay. So you're asking about self-inking stamps. This is one of the examples right here. And it's really simple. I just stamp it and there it is. I didn't make the design. This was actually a gift to me when I went to an event. So she knew my name and that's why it says, and it says sprinkled with kindness. The design was made by another crafty, amazing person called, sorry, I'm reading your comments over here and trying to see the words at the same time. Laura Kelly. But the company who makes this is called expressionary.com. And you can put whatever you want as an image in here. So you just send them the image that you want to have in there or the words or whatever. And then you get your own self-inking and see how big it is. So it looks kind of big and bulky. But inside here is where the ink is. And as it stamps down, I'll do one more. As it stamps down, it flips. So you can see how it's flipping. So it's inking itself. So the ink actually has a very hard time drying out because it's being encased the whole time until you physically use it. And it's really easy to do. It's just clunk and done. So simple. So whenever you see one of these cards coming your way, that is from me. So with that in mind, here's my first set of cards. So again, I was saying, I believe anything that's floral in my world is usually, I don't see a whole lot of flowers coming out. We have some in the spring, obviously, but we still see a lot of flowers in the summer and then also a little bit into the fall, but summertime is mostly flower time. So these I made as actually part of an event. And this is a free digital file that you can print out and you can color in yourself. So this is a free file on my website, Erin Reed Makes. You just can, you put it in your cart. It's $0. Check out. It's your file. You can print out and make as many as you like. Super simple. So I cut them and then matted them on pink and then black, colored them in. So these are just large flowers that you can color in and they're free to everybody around the world. That's the beautiful thing about digital files is I don't have to worry about shipping because it's just digitally sent to you. And that's it. So that is my first set of cards that I am personally putting into the swap. The next set of cards I'm putting into the swap, they're cascading. The cards are falling out all over. Are my Father's Day cards. Now, I just got finished making these in my card making Wednesday. So I do a live card making every Wednesday where I focus on a technique or a theme or a product of some kind. And we make 3 to 5 cards together live. And I show you all the fun tips and tricks and techniques that go along behind them. And it's kind of like this video. I'm interacting with you guys, but we're making cards together. And you can ask me questions about, does this work or that work? And it's just a lot of fun. So that is every Wednesday. I usually aim for about noon Central. I think with summertime, because I'm a sleeper inner and I'm a later stayer upper, that we're probably going to be pushing it to about 1 p.m. Central. I'm thinking that's a good time for me. So it gives us time to do some things in the morning, but it doesn't go too late in the afternoon either. So I'm thinking 1 p.m. Central is going to be our summer time for every Wednesday. We might have to alter the time again in the fall, but I think 1 o'clock's pretty good. I'm going to stick with the 1 p.m. I like that time frame. So 1 p.m. Central, live card making every Wednesday on Erin Reed Makes. Facebook and YouTube, however you wish to watch me. All right, so this is one that we made together. And this was all a Father's Day one. So this is one where I took stars. So these were die cut stars, and they were done on a sheet of paper where we did using a stencil. That's the word. Oh, Erin, think of words today. Stencil. And then I used, instead of just like creams or whatnot, pulling it out of the drawer here, and you can go back and watch that video. I mean, they're live forever. I use the pops of color as my medium to do the stencil. And so because it has a little bit of shine, they get a little shiny, which is really fun. And I did them in a couple of different colors. We even did this one together. This was the green. So it was like green on green with some blue. So I could die cut this out, and this could be the stars, and it would have a green theme. So I kept with a very monotone theme. I did not have a stamp that said you're a star, even though I'm with a very star theme. So it says, Dad, you're a star. Different take on a Father's Day card. So I just hand wrote it and then matted it with the color that was similar to what was on the star color. So keeping it in the color family. And so these are 2 additions to my card swap, because Father's Day definitely fits within the idea of summer. All right, so there's that one. Another card we did in the same video. This one is a happy birthday card. Again, using those same pops of color, but this time we smeared it and then die cut the word happy, a little fishtail. And then again, I hand wrote it because I did not have a stamp that said Father's Day. So I just hand wrote it. This one I did much bigger than that one, not intentionally. It's just how it worked out. And then some hand stitching and some matting, and then some little dots with those little pops of color. So this was all part of the Parade of Pops, or Parade for Pops from scrapbook.com. So I did a video to kind of in conjunction with their Pops of Color idea. So they have a big kind of event happening right now. But again, Father's Day cards. A couple other ones I did. Here we go. So this is another one where I believe that flowers, especially because I'm looking out at my rose bush right, and it just got done blooming. It was in full bloom at the very beginning. I'm calling this summer because school is over. So it just got done, but I still think flowers are very summer. And so this was a large rose stamp that I embossed in white, and then I watercolored in all the green and all the pink. This was a previous video that I did one Wednesday, and I want to say it was back in April. And then I die cut the word thanks. So it just looked like large floral stamps, or how to use your large stamps. I think that was the theme of the video. And then die cut, matted it with a color that was very similar to the color within the card. This was a fun one I did. Very, very summer, because I think everybody likes going to the ocean in the summertime. So this is all using circles or punches. So this is just a bunch of circles or hearts or stars. I hand cut these. I hand cut the waves, just a little bit of inking. The fish are stamped, and then these 2 stamps are also done. But this was part of how to use your punches video that I did earlier this month. So really fun. That was one of the cards I did. That was just adorable, little fishy, little blowfish out there. But using your punches. And then this was another one that was part of that. Again, I feel like flowers are still very summer. So I include that in my mind as what is a summer card. And so I showed you how to make these 2 beautiful handmade flowers also that were punches. No, was this a punch one? Yes, these are punches. So these are using punches that I have in my stash. They're just super old punches, but how to make 2 different types of flowers with a couple of different punches. So both these cards were actually in the same video because the theme was using your punches. All right, so those were all mine. Because I try to, this is my goal. Every card swap, I try to at least include one of my cards in everybody's package. That's my goal. I also, if you've never been a part of my swap, I like to include a little gift in all of my packages. Usually it's I work with so many amazing companies, and I have little bits of pieces of things, and I'm constantly getting new products in because people want to do new videos, or they want to do new special events, or they want to do, an Instagram feed or whatever that I have to purge every now and then. And I could do like one of those big sales where like get a box as a mystery box and you never know what's in it, or, host it. But I would rather just pay it forward. And all of my companies have said, by all means, please gift it forward when you're done, as long as we're done with, or that product I might have stamped with it once or something like that. Or it could have been a pad of paper that I didn't use all the way, or, it could be whatever. I have all kinds of stuff. So you never know what fun thing is going to show up inside your package, because I love to gift things that a company I no longer work with, or it's an older collection that has been, not used anymore, or it was a prototype or just whatever, something that I'm not actively working in. It's been at least over a year, and I know it's not going to be something I need to pull back out and use again for future stuff. So I pass all those fun items along to you guys. And so you get fun little ideas in your swap. So I love to send 2 things in every package. A thank you note. I don't handwrite them because that's a lot of thank you notes over time, but there's a thank you note, a card from myself that you can, as part of the card swap, and then also a fun little gift that either gently used or brand new, depending on what it is. So just as a heads up, if you've never been a part of the swaps, that's always in there. Okay, next ones. We're going back to Fishville. Cutesy fishes. Whoa, sorry. The dog just knocked something over upstairs. All right, look at these adorable fishy cards. They are absolutely adorable. This one is by Kathleen Mcdowell. She made a few. These are so cute. And I put them together because it's the same concept. So this card, she has beautiful background paper, and then she's added stickers for the fish, and I'd swim oceans for you, and then matted on blue. This one, she has done ink blending and some stencil work, it looks like. So created an ocean theme, but again, put the fun stickers on there. Why not? How many of you guys have stickers left over that this would be a great way to use them? And then again, I'd swim oceans for you, matted in colors to make them pop. So here in brown, and then here in yellow, because it's contrasting colors to what's behind it. And on the inside, a little bit of some extra stenciling left over. And on the inside of this one, a little bit of extra paper. I don't do it often enough, and I really should add a little something extra. I always think about the front of the card, but I don't always think about the inside of the card, and I need to. I absolutely need to. All right, here we have a couple more. These are also from Kathleen. So here she's done, these are different. These go together. Sorry, I try to bring out cards that are similar but different, or they're identical. That way, if I'm moving one, you can see the other. So here she's gone with the idea of summer. This one is picnic. This one is barbecue. I totally think that fits into the idea of summer, because you wouldn't be going on a picnic out in the winter in the snow. You could, but I don't think it's going to happen. I mean, you freeze your sugar off. Well, here in Texas, we probably would go more likely to go out picnicking in the winter, because it's just not so blazingly hot, because we get hot. So she's got the picnic blanket with the grass. Here we have a little fun embellishment that says picnic in the park. And then this is like just this big giant sticker, which I think is absolutely amazing. So she's used that whole sticker as a fun kind of corner piece to her whole card. Why not? It's a gorgeous sticker. In this card, she's got the background paper of all of the grilling, which I think is fun, the summer embellishment at the top, and then she's got the red here, and that's where she's put the grill and the kebabs and, kind of embellish. Again, using your stickers. There's nothing wrong with using stickers. They are, whoops. Okay, I'm going to fix that because I feel really bad. I just did that. Okay, there we go. Okay, you didn't see it. You didn't see a thing. It's fixed. All right, here is a beautiful card. Again, all the hard work has been done with this awesome, awesome summer sticker. Look how beautiful that sticker is. It is so gorgeous. You could recreate that with like paper piecing and stuff, but oh my God, it is so gorgeous that just let that be the giant focal point. She has then taken, I forgot to check. Yes, she put some embossing. So this part was also embossed, by the way. I don't know if you guys can see that. And on the inside of this card, she put a little picnic. It's a picnic. Life's a picnic at the bottom. Forgot to show the inside. She puts little fun things on the inside. So she's embossed the whole front page or front panel, the yellow, and it really pops because it makes that summer just pop If she did a dark color, it may not have been as stunning. So I love her color combination on that. And then is embossed with a flower, and it's really pretty. It looks almost like it's trying to be a hibiscus. So it really is very summer vibe. And on the inside, just a little bit of some patterned paper, a little bit of some change to it. And then here we have a couple of cards. She's used the same flower twice, which I think is awesome. So here we have a smaller version. I think she cut the top of this one off, which is totally fine. I love how you can take a card and change it up. I think it just went too far off the page for her, so she liked the smaller version of it. Why not? But here's the full version of the stamp. So see how she had to really angle it further over? So it changed the vibe of the card. So here now it just fits this way. She has room for a sentiment up top just by cutting off that big flower. So smart. Little element down here, hello summer, big stamp here. And this one, she's die cut it a few times to give it some layer. And so she's got 2 layers of paper here glued on top of each other just to make it more like an embellishment because it makes it thicker. A little bit of ribbon, pattern paper, and then a little bow. And then for this one, she's got the banner here and it's embossed. And in the center of the embossing are these little flowers, and that's where she's put all of the dots or the little gems. You know, flower right here, pattern paper, you are my sunshine up there. And let's see what she's put on the inside just for fun. Oh, look, pretty pattern paper, a little stripey. And then down here, we've got the plaid paper. It's not really plaid. What would you call that? Crosshatch paper? Something like that? Crossy hatchy? We have still more cards to go. Oh my goodness. All right, so we are now back to, oh, and those were all from, so I don't forget, Kathleen Mcdowell. She made all of those cards. Now we have some 4th of July cards. Oh my goodness, so fun. So here we have some Uncle Sam cards. These ones are from Michelle Gonzer. She got some beautiful pattern paper in the background. So this is all one sheet of paper. She's cut it twice. It says Happy Independence Day. She's got Uncle Sam here that she's die cut. Sorry, stamped, colored, and die cut, and then a couple of fun stars. And then she's popped Uncle Sam up. Let's see if there's a fun thing on the inside. No, it's okay. Don't have to. And then she's got her name on the back. These ones are so pretty. Look at little mermaids. So same mermaid, just 2 different variations to the card. Sorry about the dog coughing upstairs. So we have a blue cardstock base. I love how she's added the panels on the inside. I mean, that's beautiful paper. Might as well use it. Really dress up that card. I think that's so much fun. And I love that foil on there. She used the same paper on the front. And then we have 2 panels. We have a panel going this way, and then a panel going this way, and then a little circle right here, just really playing with the shapes of the card. The mermaid has been stamped and colored in, and then just cut out in a rectangle, and then layered up with all that beautiful paper. And each layer has a mat of dark blue, so they really stand out from each other. On this one, she has cut out the mermaid, and it says awaken your spirit down here. And then she's got a banner to really help the mermaid pop off of that background paper, which is more of a dark brown. So that way she doesn't totally hide within the paper. And on the inside, she's added more of that beautiful paper with a mat on here. So gorgeous. Another couple, here we have Bon Voyage. So here, this element right here, the sailboat with the Bon Voyage is the same element, except she took off the top part of this one. Here we have it matted on a square with, looks like she's added little corners to this square, or it's been tucked in. I can't tell. Nope, she's added the corners. So she's just added little triangles and then sailboat paper to the background and then matted on the tan. And that is all on the front. But look, she's added a really cool. So the card itself is smaller, but the back card is a little bit bigger. So it's kind of like a little fake out. It looks like the whole card is matted, but it's actually like a back panel that she's added to the whole thing. That's kind of cool. I like that. On this one, she just did it on a rectangle, put the sailboat, again, sailboat paper on the mat. And then this time open it up and we're going this way. Again, she's added more layers. So really made it more of an interactive, like almost like a little flip book, because there's lots of stuff happening on every page. It's not just the front. There's action happening throughout the entire card, which I think is really fun. A lot more to it. These are pretty. Oh, I love these. I think these are like puffy stickers, but they're just so cool. They just really have a big oomph to them. I also I want to keep playing with them. They're so pretty. They're sequiny, but so we got a flamingo, and then we also have a pineapple, and they're just so adorable. The flamingo card is a different design than the pineapple card, but I put them together because it's the same really cool sticker. I wish I knew where she got that sticker because it's awesome. So this is one where you cut the card front in half, and then you add a panel to the front. Actually, she folded it. She just folded it back right here. So this would be your normal size card. And all she did is took that front piece. She has folded it back, added a strip of paper here. The entire inside panel has been covered with the same really pretty flamingo paper. Be Your Beautiful Self has been stuck there, which is hiding as soon as you fold it in. And then she's got a rectangle that fit perfectly with her flamingo that she's done a little bit. I can't tell if it's the paper. I think she just inked edged the whole thing, and really, really pretty. For this one, she's got two colors. So if the green was on the top, it's now on the bottom. So the green of the pineapples on the top of the pineapples, she put it on the bottom, and then the yellows on the top. So she reversed them. And then she's cut it in the middle, a little oval right here for the pineapple, a little ribbon up here, and then Let Life Surprise You. And this one, she's actually left blank. Usually she has a little something on the inside, but this whole top section has been popped up. So it's got a little bit of thickness to it, which is quite nice. So it feels like a very sturdy card. We're back to some watermelons. I love it. Oh, this way. So we got some really sweet watermelons. Oops, this is upside down. I was like, the watermelons are not going to fit because I have the card upside down. All right, so here we have some really sweet watermelon stamps. So she stamped these ones directly onto the paper, and I believe it's like a 3-layer stamp. So you stamp the outside, or she hand drew these, but they're too perfect. So it makes me feel like maybe, I don't know, I can't quite tell. She could have hand done this. So it looks like you totally could hand do this. You take a black pen, you take a little green felt pen, you take a red pen, go like this, and then you take another pen. But these inside look like they're stamped because they're too identical. But so this might be a stamp, or this might, I can't, I wish I knew. I wish I knew. Michelle, are you on? I wish you know. Hopefully, maybe you guys have seen this. If this is a stamp, but you could totally recreate this with your markers. Like, this is not a hard one with a marker. It's like a half circle, but wider and a little flatter, a little green, a little swash on the inside. I'm not sure, but it's totally doable. If it's a stamp, it's super cute too. So she's got the 3 watermelons. These ones she has cut out. I think she has fussy cut them out. We have You Add Sweetness to My Life, inked the edge of the white, and then with a plaid on the back side, with a little watermelon on the inside. There it is. And then added her flair of the card paper on the inside. This one, she's cut them out and then matted them. And she's got 3 panels. We've got plaid, white, plaid, with a separation in the middle, which is the green. Sweet Wishes offset right here, inked the edges, and then inked the edge of the white with a little bit of ribbon. And on the inside of this one is plain. Very cute. We got some flip-flop action. I love flip-flops. These are cute. So again, I think what she's found is she's found a really cool set of papers that have flip-flops that she has cut out, fussy cut out, and laid them down as her elements, which is super cute. So these are her elements. And then put that on blue paper, matted it with probably some paper from the same paper pack, and then put Live in the Moment and then Be Original. And then it's all on some like an orange, like a rust orange paper, and then added another flip-flop on the inside and stamped Sending Sunny Summer Smiles. And I think she did the same for this one, but no flip-flop, but a piece of paper on that one. So use paper to your benefit. There's nothing wrong with fussy cutting out paper and using them as embellishments. I think that's super smart. And then her last one, she made so many adorable cards, and they were all so fun. I really tried to pull every card everybody did this year. As like, if they were all the same, obviously I pulled a couple, but I tried to pull as many as possible. So this is a great, what I call scrap buster card. Whatever card scraps you have, paper scraps you have, this is a wonderful design for that. So she's got 4 rectangles, and they're all measuring the same, blue background, and then she's got 4 smaller pattern papers that she has cut to place inside of that. She has used 2 of each color in cross, and notice there's not even that much paper she's using. So it's a great way to use up little small sections. And if you've got like a paper pad where there's lots of bits and pieces left over, this is a great way to design a card like that. I love cards that are scrap buster cards. Then she's added a large embellishment to the center. So here we have the big flower, the yellow, and then the white, and then a couple of pieces in the center. And this one's a little different. So the center is not the same shapes of flowers if you're looking in the center there. So it's, again, they could be punches or dies or, you know, cut from a cricket or something, but really, really pretty. Let's see if she's added something, a little stamp. Earth Laughs in Flowers, Waldo Emerson. I love that, Earth Laughs in Flowers. I've heard that before. I just forgot about it. So super cute ones from Michelle. All right, we are moving on. We are in our last pile, but we're not, it's a big pile, just as a heads up. but we're with our last designer, I should say, our last card maker. So these amazing cards are from, oh, I had to put it on here. Barbara Hill. Again, please put your names on your cards. Give yourself credit because these are so gorgeous. These are from Barbara Hill. Such amazing cards. You lift up going this way. So she has actually taken an entire card, but she's stuck this last section. So she scored it, glued this panel together. So you're only lifting up the square. So this square measures to be 4 1/4 by 4 1/4. So she scored it right here at the 4 1/4 mark and then glued the rest together. Same with this card, same thing, right? And so if you only glue, which she did this one, if you only glue these two sections, this piece becomes something that you could put a gift card in here. So it becomes a little like hidey hole kind of a thing in there. And she didn't do that. This one, she just glued one in. This is a great way to do like a gift card, but in a standard A2 size card side. So it's called a book bind card. Thank you, Annette. Thank you very much. All right, so where she is bound it together in the book binding part, she's added a panel of paper that matches with the embellishment. So then she just worked within her square and turned the square into this beautiful, like mosaic layered jungle is the best way to describe it. She has a patterned paper in the background, and that's where this dark black piece is. And like you can see, there's this piece, this teal piece right here, and all these pieces below. The only pieces she's added on top of that, there is a little bit of black, and it's scallop black. This piece right here in teal, this piece right here in black, layered it here, and then added the happy birthday wishes. But the whole thing looks like you're looking through a jungle scene because there's so many layers. So she's really used the same colors from the paper as her embellishments to make it look like this beautiful scene that you're looking in, which I think is gorgeous. Same idea with here, but this time her two, and again, I cannot remember the name of this leaf. You guys remember the name of the leaf? I asked this earlier because it was on somebody else's card. There's a name for that leaf and I cannot remember it. But again, using the same colors from the background paper and then layering it on top to make it look like you're looking through the jungle. And again, embellishment up here, happy birthday wishes. This time the embellishment's off to the side instead of on the top. So no matter how you do your book bind, you can have it come up or you can have it go to the side. And on the inside, it says a day about you. So happy birthday wishes, a day all about you. And then same thing here and a little stamps on in there. So anybody know the name of that leaf? I wish I knew. I wish I knew. And she used it a few different times. It's going to drive me bonkers. I know my plants and trees that bear fruit or that are like gardening plants because they all bear fruit or vegetables. I'm not good with the florals or just, the pretty stuff. I'm a gardener that's functional gardening. Like I like to eat what I grow. All right. So here we have what I call panel cards. Again, she's used the same vibe of elements with the same fronds and the same leaf, whatever that leaf is called. Sometimes she used the leaf by itself. Sometimes she layered it. But this time, instead of making a square version, she's turned it into a panel. So again, great scrap buster card. This might have been, she only had so much of the pattern paper left. Palm leaf, banana plant. No, it's not a banana because bananas are narrower. This one's really wide and they're huge. They're like 3 feet across. Like they're huge. Maybe it's not a palm leaf either. Oh, there's a name for it. But thank you, Amanda. I would know, like as soon as I know it, as soon as I heard it or read it, I'd be like, that's it. But I can't remember off the top of my head. Oh, it's one of those things that just get you. So you have a rectangle and then you build in strips and leave a gap so it looks like you got this beautiful panel and then add the elements again, this happy birthday wishes. This time she's got an embellishment around the outside, which is she's taken the dark green paper and embossed it. There's a little bit of some embossing and I can't tell, but it just looks like rocks, like a bunch of random rocks or random splotches. On the inside, a day all about you. This time her panels are 2 rectangles that she's matted green with a pattern paper and then the same thing and then built on top of that with the same happy birthday wishes. Sometimes she adds embellishments, which is really pretty. And on the inside, we have more of the same stamp. Google shows tropical palm leaf. Okay, cool. There you go, tropical palm leaf. We'll go with that. I'm thinking palm tree leaf. Maybe that's why I'm thinking, no, it's not a palm tree leaf. It's just a palm frond, but then that's a palm frond. Who knows? All right, so this is another version of one of like the book bind cards, same idea, but this time instead of being a small square, she's done it as the full entire card. Monstera leaf. That is it. That's the name I'm thinking of. Thank you so much, Amanda. That's the word, Monstera leaf. Because I was like, it's a monster leaf. But no, that's not right. Monstera. Yay, problem solved. I'm a dork. I'll fully admit it. So same idea. Beautiful pattern paper. Adding some, this time she did 1, 2, 3 fronds, still within the color scheme of what's there. I don't know if this was like pattern paper that had matching dies to go with it or something. And this time she did an oval, matted black, and then on the green, and then open it up. Oh, and this time she left it loose. That's kind of cool. You could do that too. Very fun. All right. Change of pace to the card making. So now we've got different florals for the background, which is fun. A large flower in the center. It's been die cut twice and offset, but a little bit of a different center. Matted with black here. It's just got a band. This one's also got embossing at the top in pink. Really got PhD in Google. I love it. And then the top embossing is more floral. So it kind of adds the floral. And then happy birthday wishes again. On the inside, you can see, actually, she embossed the entire front panel of the card. That's pretty. So when you open it up, you can really, like, it just adds an element to the inside of the card when you do the whole embossing at the front. And then just a pretty insert on the inside. And then this one, when you open it up, it's got the pretty insert as well. Couple more. So again, this is one where we have a very subtle background of paper. And she's done the Monstera leaf. Haha, now I know the name. Thank you, Amanda. Now we've got the Monstera leaf, where it's got the inside and the outside, paired it, and she's really made sure that it pops. So she just grabbed that little hint of black in the corner. This time, because there was none of the green, or she overlaid it over top of the green. I think she like placed it right over top of where a Monstera leaf was on here, possibly. Small mat with rectangles, big. I love the big bold stripe in the background. Again, it's my favorite color, so I gotta love it. And then the happy birthday wishes. On the inside, we open this way. Ooh, blank this time. Little different, little different. Are we blank again? Blank again. She faked me out. She had stuff on the inside for all of them. And then again, a little similar but different, just to show you that you can also do a card that is plain, let the pattern paper shine, let it do its thing with an element, or you can even add to it. So this is just another way of like, hey, I don't want to die cut, I'm done, but I've cut all the elements. Then just make the card as is. You don't have to overdo it if you don't want to. This looks absolutely gorgeous the way it is, or you can add the elements and do that way. So 2 ways of doing the exact same card, just differently. Why not? Let's see if she adds something. Aha, this time she added something on the inside. I always wonder. Aha, nope. She fakes me out. So just as a reminder, that is over. And 56 different cards. I count these as the same card, just as a FYI. I count these as being, well, no, these as being kind of like the same card. So truly, if you want to look at it, we looked at over 100 cards. Some of them are exactly identical together. If you jumped in the middle of the video and missed part of what we were chatting about, then you can go watch the replay. It'll be available very, very, very soon. All these amazing card makers put so much, I'm just kind of rehashing, I'm going backwards in order from what we did. They put so much time and energy. And this is only about half of what our card swap is going to be at the very end. I tried to do my best to explain how the cards were made. I may not know the brand, but it's the whole idea is to give you inspiration. And you might look at a card and go, oh, well, I have a die like that, or I have a stamp, or that's a really cool idea. I don't have, I could fussy cut that out, or I have an edge punch like that where I could do something. Or, ooh, I love the idea of the napkin cards, or, oh, I've had that file saved in my SVG files for forever, but I've never done it. That's super cute. Like just whatever. Like, look at that. I mean, just that was the card we started with. Gorgeous. There's still more, so more. So the whole point of this is to give you a ton of inspiration. These ones are all in the theme of summer. However, the card maker, that was upside down. However, the card maker interpreted what summer was about, sideways, that is what we went with. So there's so much, lots of ocean, lots of water, lots of sea life, definitely popped up this time around. And gardening, plant life, lots of ocean again, which I think is totally cool. I love ocean. My major was marine biology, so I have a thing with being in the ocean. Camping, just reading a book, just cuddling up to a good book. Lighthouses, vacation. Oh, so give all these amazing card makers. Some of them were on with us, taking a lovely drink, taking a cool drink in the summer, fun shapes. Flowers, that was one that I added to the pile, and just having fun in the sun. Look at them all. There's so many of them. There's so many. So this is just one way that if you are new to card making or just want to get inspired or are looking for inspiration, this is just one way by joining my card swaps. There is a second way that you can get some fun inspiration, and it's a free event that is going on this Saturday. It's a virtual event. It's called the Card Maker Success Summit Demo Day. 6 different companies are going to be coming in with their owners or a representative of the company. I think only one company is not the owner. And Daniel West is going to be the live speaker and demoer for the day. They're going to have giveaways. They're going to be having coupon codes and obviously lots more inspiration for what to use for your cards. And some of the companies that are joining are Prickly Pear Stamps, Maker Forte, Catherine Pooler, Colorado Craft Company, and there's 2 more, and I just cannot remember off the top of my head. And it's totally free. The link is down in the information section. All you have to do is click the link. It takes you to a website and you click, yep. You put in your email, and then about 2 minutes later, an email pops in and says, this is how you get into the event. I believe it's going to be streamed on both Facebook and YouTube simultaneously. I could be wrong. I didn't look at all the fine details, but it's all written on there. And it's free. So it can't hurt you just to click it. And if you don't show up, you don't show up. If you only can come for like an hour. But if you're here watching me for a little while and just kind of hanging out, then that's something you could do this Saturday as well. And maybe you get some free stuff out of it too. So woo woo. So now that you've gotten done watching all these amazing cards, if you were ever interested in joining in any of my card swaps, here's the skinny. This card swap we are doing right now, it is not over. It is still available. I want to say, and correct me if I'm wrong, I think it is still available through like at least I think it's a week. Let me look at a calendar real fast. You are good. It's written in the information, and I just can't remember. By the 11th, that was the date that I had to remember, like, what was the Saturday. As long as your cards are in the mail by the 11th, which is next Saturday, so you still have a week, then you are part of the swap. I do have a sign-in list. That's just all that is saying is that, yep, I'm committing to doing it, and therefore I know to expect your package. And please don't forget to like and subscribe, hit the like button, the hearts, the thumbs up. If you love any of the videos that I do, stars from Facebook, or if you like the thanks or the super thanks or whatever it is, or if you want to join my my YouTube channel, if you want to be a quote unquote subscriber, not a subscriber, what do they call it? You can like join the channel, and it's just kind of like a thank you that is sent my way every month for doing all the videos that I do for you guys. That would be awesome too. So thank you guys so much. Have an amazing day. Lots more videos always coming your way. Remember, Card Making Wednesday, every Wednesday I'm going to change it to 1 p.m. Central on Wednesdays, every Wednesday, except for July. I'm going to take a little break because I'm on vacation. And then there's always going to be lots of short videos, all those shorts and reels. You can catch those, and they're on my YouTube, they're on my Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, and I'm on TikTok, of all things. And everything is Erin Reed Makes. You can also check out lots of inspiration on my website, erinreedmakes.com, including a lot of free files and digital files and SVGs that are in my store. So have a wonderful day, and I will see you guys later. Let's get to the end button, and thanks for hanging in there for all that hung in there. Bye, everybody.